Alright, it has been an extremely exhausting weekend. I want to talk about some charts with you guys. Here's how this is going to go. At the end of the video, I'm going to cover a couple things with AMC and GameStop and briefly touch on the charts. So if that is something that you're here only to see, just skip towards the end of the video and you can watch that. However, I advise you that if you want to make some money, watch the video all the way through because I need to prep you for what is coming next week. We are seeing a major shift in the markets. First things first, we need to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up above 67,000 as we speak. And just about a week and a half ago, it was sub 55K. So whoever bought that dip, congratulations to you. And I'm here to tell you there is a very good possibility that crypto is now heading to break its all-time high, if not retest it once again. Reason being, I said if the week closes above 66,000 by any chance, right, that will be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And as of right now, we are on track to do so, closing by Sunday night above 66,500. So that is something that I want to see for Bitcoin. You see on the 4-hour, it came all the way up to 66, got rejected based off of 63, broke above that resistance at 66.5 based on it very briefly, and now it is scaling higher. What's even more beautiful about this is you're seeing an increase in volume on the uptrend. Ethereum is also very surprisingly, right, come to my surprise, looking pretty good, even though I assumed this was going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal with the Ethereum ETFs. Now, speaking of that, 5 spot Ethereum ETFs to launch on July 23rd, confirmed by Cboe, VanEck, Invesco, Fidelity, 21 Shares, and Franklin Templeton. And lastly, before we touch on the overall market, crypto companies have been unaffected by the CrowdStrike outage. This is also very bullish for Bitcoin. This freaks people out. You're seeing a lot of outages as well as data breaches, and Bitcoin crypto is not affected. Okay, you saw a large drawdown on the week on the S&P 500, a total of almost 3% of a correction on the SPY. And I think this is the exact correction that the SPY needed before a potential bounce here. And I'm going to be watching it on Monday. What I can tell you right now is it is very risky. I'm already positioned in calls, as Discord members know. I see a very good possibility of the SPY bouncing here, and that is exactly why I am positioned in call options. I see the SPY coming potentially to the bottom of the range at 545.90, flashing down, not lasting very long at that level if it even wants to do so before scaling higher. But we do have news over the weekend that could just make this start moving higher pre-market. Level I'm watching, 555 for it to get back up to pretty quickly. We have tech earnings. We're going to talk about that in 1 second, but Nvidia closed under 118. I said this will be bearish for Nvidia, and you're also seeing increase in volume on the week. I see Nvidia as of right now looking bearish, so I'd watch for a climb back up to around 120 to 121 on Nvidia before potentially entering puts depending on the momentum that it's showing us. Major earnings are coming up. We have a major earnings season, a tech earnings season, some of them being very important like Tesla and Google this week. Tesla is Tuesday after the close, as well as Alphabet, aka Google, GOOG. Netflix gave us a warning signal as to how some of the tech plays may play out, and we saw that nasty wick down. Google, if trend plays out very similarly to previously, Google could now enter a downtrend, rejecting off of that 190 level and come all the way back down to 136 before creating another channel. And this level at 136 would take about 6 to 10 months to get to before Google enters another uptrend, bringing us to 260. If that is not the case, they have great guidance, they beat on earnings, and money decides to flow back in and risk is on, then you could see Google break above 195.50, which will essentially open a new zone for Google to potentially come up to 260. Tesla trading at 239.20, down 4% on Friday. This is important. The last time Tesla had these rips, they were around the same percentage gain, 80 to 100%. And we have not really hit the level we wanted to hit at $280. We got rejected at 265 a couple times, and then people started letting go of their Tesla. I think because there's earnings this week, people just decided to take some profits. But what I can tell you is that Tesla is playing out exactly like this previous move. You see this right here in Tesla? This is where exactly Tesla could be trading at before making another leg up. and reaching a high, if not breaking into a brand new trading range. Okay, what I'm trying to point out is that Tesla could get a bounce at 234 and bring us right to 280, especially if earnings comes out solid. And that is, in my opinion, the more likely case scenario. If Tesla closes any day at all under $230, it is bearish. Okay, so now before we jump into AMC and GameStop's chart, I want to talk a little bit about some bank things that are happening. Canada is intervening in the overnight repo lending market. Today they had raised it to $12.6 billion. One or more of these banks are in trouble. TD, RY, BMO, BNS, CM. Banks are not doing well. We saw that CrowdStrike thing happen the other day that essentially did this. Yesterday, Charles Schwab inherited a massive pile of dukes known as TD Ameritrade. As their stock price fell, so did their collateral. Then we saw a cyber event which granted banks reporting relief. The only broker bank out of service today, Charles Schwab, right? It's just another coincidence. It's bull, and it's showed right in front of us in plain sight. Also, short sellers continue to predict the future. After shorting DJT stock a week before Trump was potentially going to get assassinated, here's what happened. Major airlines, Delta, American, Frontier, Spirit, United stocks have been down and shorted drastically within the last months, with multiple airlines short interest increasing 30%. And then today, nearly all airliners grounded after global tech outage, causing airlines to cancel, delay, and refund their customers. This odd short interest into airlines also occurred weeks, months prior to 9/11, where multiple planes crashed into the World Trade Center and Pentagon. Right? You can go down the rabbit hole. SEC continues to show that they don't care. They're probably tied with these criminals. These criminals have ties with the government, and the little guy gets screwed over. Okay, GameStop. You're seeing whales purchase $40 calls on GameStop. Why? What is happening? Is something cooking, or is this just going to be another week of BS where we sit and wait while it trades sideways? If we look at GameStop, I'm going to cover this very briefly, maybe touch on it more tomorrow. Again, very busy weekend, very stressful weekend dealing with some personal things. GameStop closed at $24.97, down 3.52%. Now you're trading at $24.89 after hours, okay? One thing I can say, GameStop oversold a little bit more than what we wanted to see in these leg ups, showing you could be at this part of the cycle where it just slowly scales down. Nothing ever happens, in which I would believe this to be true. GameStop barcode sideways, nothing ever happens for a very long time. Once again, if Roaring Kitty is gone. If Roaring Kitty is not gone and you agree with that he's just waiting to come out and do something else, then this is not what's going to happen here. So relax, calm down, enjoy the show, sit back. And what I can tell you is we still have not broke higher highs and higher lows on this overall bull trend. Nothing is invalidated, even taking bars patterns out of the way. We're above the midline on the Bollinger Bands. We're cooled off on the RSI. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And overall, the only issue that is annoying is playing short-dated call options on GameStop and getting burnt on them, in which I've done too. I've showed proof of it, right? It is what it is. You can choose to not do this. I don't have a crystal ball. AMC trading sideways, broke below a crucial level at 515 and closed under it, showing me that we may see between 480 and 460 on Monday, hoping that is the bottom on AMC. Either way, we see a full week of trading before a potential move to the moon. That prior week of trading that recently happened was a bullish week, but that doesn't mean we have to see bullish momentum this week, right? Best case scenario, we come down, we touch 480, AMC gaps up, breaks 585 and comes up to test 631. End of the week closes right around 585 once again after curling back down. And that will set us up for the week after for a spring move to the moon. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. If you want to come talk with me, because it's much easier for me to connect with you guys in the Discord, it's basically a big group chat that I'm in. Join the Discord. It's the third link under the video. Stop sleeping on it. It is well worth it. Level up your trading journey with people who also want to become financially free like yourselves. We also have options trading alerts in there. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks, crypto, post our gains, post our losses, and more. It's a coffee a month. I'm not overcharging like other YouTubers. It will not dent the bank. Also, the second link under the video is for Moomoo. It's a free broker. Once you open an account and make a deposit into there, they will give you up to 15 free stocks and let you earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, which you're not getting in a high yield savings account. You're also not getting free stocks. And any other broker is not going to give you level 2 order book data for free that I know of. like Mumu. They're also giving you access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. Lastly, the top link under the video is for my custom indicator, pattern detection, and forecasting. It auto-generates patterns, gives you price targets, and forecasts what the stock might do. Those are the 3 links under the video and pinned in the top comments. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.